What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to Touchdowns and Tough Crowds. Right now, we're going to be rolling into our power rankings heading into Week 3 of the NFL season. This is a really fluid list. Things are going to be changing. It's only been 2 weeks, obviously, so this is just, an eye test, basically. What teams are looking pretty, what teams you trust, the rosters, stuff like that. A lot of things shook out this list. But, as always, thanks for tuning in, guys. Leave a like down below, a comment, subscribe if you want to. We're going to roll right into this. Number 10, I got the Seahawks. We're going to go 10-1. We're going to go 10-1 here. This is a team that I think can go pretty far, and a team that I think can come up really short. They've got a high ceiling and a low floor. I don't know if they're going to meet anywhere in the middle, But the floor for the Seahawks is different than the floor for the Jets, obviously. Their floor, a low floor for them would be like 8 and 9. The Seahawks don't really do that, not at least recently. So I think as of right now, Russ looks really good. The defense looks iffy. But that late fourth quarter comeback, there's not much you can do against a Derrick Henry. But even having Jamal Adams in the box didn't help. So that's kind of my worry with the Seattle Seahawks because that's a specialty. Affecting the run game, getting after the quarterback, as well as being a really good cover safety. The guy can really do it all. But so far, the Seahawks have impressed me. I think that they deserve to be in the top 10 at the moment. The offense is too volatile. Russ can bring this team too far, if he has the caliber season that we're all expecting from him. Really great quarterback play so far in the NFL. It cannot be undermined. It's been a great quarterback season, I think, as well as pass rushing. So if the Seahawks can figure out something on defense, get a little bit more pressure, I think this unit can go pretty far. Number 9, I got the Bills. Similar situation. It's going to be on the arm of Josh Allen. But so far, I think an impressive note for the Bills is that they have gotten to the quarterback relatively well. 2 limited O-lines, bottom half of the league with the Dolphins and the Steelers, probably even worse than that. I'm just being generous because I'm a Steelers fan. But they've gotten pressure, especially against the Dolphins. I mean, constant pressure on the Dolphins. It's what got Tua hurt. So if they can keep that clip going against, a team with a better O-line, a more serious divisional, rival, I think that they can really be a threat. But if Josh Allen can take this team far, they can move way up this list, obviously. This list could be extremely different come Week 7. This isn't anything so far because this is just the first 2 weeks of football. This really starts shaping up towards the back end, the back 9 of the season where we start seeing some real teams take a lead in their division or, cementing their spot in the playoff race sometimes. Number 8, I got the Browns. A lot of people want to have them higher, but if we're all going to take a serious, honest look at them right now, are we really impressed? Are they doing what we expected them to? They had a great game against the Chiefs, I think, but they weren't able to close out, and it was because of Baker Mayfield's play. This team is going to get a big on a lot of teams because of the running game and the O-line, but if they can't close out because of Baker Mayfield, that's a problem. Especially in the playoffs against a Tom Brady or a Patrick Mahomes or any Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen even, Russell Wilson. Sorry, the list goes on and on. But there are quarterbacks that do this job a lot better, and they will kill you if you give them a bit of opening. So we need to see better quarterback play from the Browns, and they can move up this list, but at the moment, pretty good win against the Texans. Disappointing loss, I believe, against the Chiefs, a game they should have won with the position they had against a good opponent, but they could climb. Number 7, I got the 49ers. Just can't complain about what they've done so far. 2 bad teams, okay team with the Eagles. Beat them. Did their job, scored them a good amount of points on the Lions' defense. The offense looked good. This is a team that for the next few years I think we're going to be talking about in this positioning in the top 10, top 5 area. Great defense, young pieces, young quarterback sitting behind Jimmy Garoppolo, who has had a pretty good career with the 49ers. While healthy, this team looks pretty dangerous. They can always run the ball with a great O-line, no matter who's running it. I feel like they always have a very productive run game, even whether it be a Jeff Wilson or Elijah Mitchell. I think this team could shoot way up and end up being a contender in the NFC for a Super Bowl championship if healthy. They've had that problem in the past. Number 6, I have the Cardinals. This team is wowing me on offense. If Kyler Murray continues to play as an MVP, this team has to be in the mix. The defense looked a little more human this week. Really good offense in the Vikings. It's always going to be a shootout with that team, I feel like. bet the over on those games. Don't take my advice too seriously. I am not a professional. But, that game, that's just how you expected it to go. Kyler's going to put up points, and that Minnesota offense is going to put up points. And the Cardinals defense is good. Pretty good pass rush. I think the back end needs some work. If this team rounds out really well, they could win the NFC West. Best division in football. Not even close. I think that any of these teams could end up winning it, but I got a favorite. Number 5, I got the Ravens. I can't believe I'm putting them here after their week 1 loss, but it was formidable considering how the Raiders are playing, and considering, playing in Las Vegas on opening night in that new stadium. But the Ravens are really impressing me right now, especially after that last game against the Chiefs. Lamar looks so composed in that game. So that's what's really cementing them in the position they're in. This team could climb. If he keeps performing with no weapons on offense and a bad O-line, I don't know how we don't put them in the top 5 with the defense still performing well, even with injuries on that side as well. So they could keep going, in my opinion. Number 4, I got the Chiefs, still ahead of the Ravens. I know some people are going to be mad about this, but you take Patrick Mahomes over Lamar Jackson usually, just because he's, 4-1 against Lamar? If it's the playoffs and it's a serious game and they close out that game like they should have, Chiefs are going to win, in my opinion. But it's just one of those things in football where any given Sunday, you make the mistakes, you live with the losses. So Chiefs have too good of a team not to put them this high. I think they're going to go really far just because of the play of Patrick Mahomes, and Tyrann Mathieu being back does not hurt it all as well. Number 3, I have the Raiders. Everyone is probably going to think I'm putting them way too high, but up to this point, what can you say, They have outperformed everyone they played against. They went into Pittsburgh, put up a lot of points against a good defense, and they beat the bricks off of the Ravens, in my opinion. I mean, it was an overtime win, obviously, but they were really impressive getting to Lamar Jackson and containing him against an O-line that's not anything to be proud of, in my opinion. But the defenses look good. The pass rushes look good. Derek Carr looks amazing. So I think they deserve to be at the spot at the moment. And number 2, I have the Rams. This is the best team in football, I think, but I can't take the Buccaneers down until they give me a reason to. But they're more well-rounded than the Browns. I think it's because the quarterback is so much better. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. The defense is great. The offense is great. The scheme is great. Until the Bucs and the Rams actually play this week, so that is like the game. I cannot wait to watch that one, and that's going to shake up the NFL. But number 1, I have the Bucs, Super Bowl champs, doing their job every week until Tom Brady doesn't do it. How can we take them down? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Next week, we're going to roll into the same thing, and hopefully we see something a little bit better.